to make my bed. I had to mop the hallway. I had to mop the pissy bathroom when the toilet overran. See, I thought when they was calling me captain on my block, it was cool. I didn't know when the toilets overran, the captain had to do it.
All right, come on, break it down, break it down.
Now, it's awful funny how I'm homeless and don't want to apply to the rules. But guess what? Even the homeless shelter kick you out. Okay. All right. I know. They sit here just gritting me down. I ain't scared. Listen.
Go ahead on.
I was in a crack house. I was in a crack house. And when I realized the crack house had no windows, but the door had a lock. And there was a man with security on the door. Now, once you get finished getting high, you gotta get out. Listen, even in the crack house, mother, they had a room.
They got room.
And they would sweep around all the bags in the valves. You understand this? In the crack house, they selling coke, but they're concerned about the paraphernalia on the floor.
Yeah.
They worry about what the cops gonna see when they come in.
That's right.
Now how backwards is that? Okay, y'all ain't been here. I've been some places.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I was in the bar. Listen, Delaware Avenue known in Philly to be the spot. I've known in every club. What I understand in the club, it had rules. It was times that the bouncer would come around and say the way you dancing is too much. It's too nasty. Now I'm trying to tell the bouncer, look at what she got on. He said, if you don't get like that, you might as well get a room. Because in here, she could get a case and say you raped her. I said, wow. But she showed her phone, slashed down here. She really said, come get me. Enough cleavage. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
That's talking about room and I had a room. They came in bouncing, say hello. Look at me.
You look green.
Let's get delivered.
All right.
Let's get free.
All right.
All right. It's hollering at me. I'm acting like a fool. But I'm trying to tell you, the prayers of the righteous.
Yeah.
Seeing all my cutting up. Grandma was praying for me. And it deposited something in me. See, a lot of my friends are dead. Now, I should be serving life right now.
Oh, should.
Listen, I tell my son all the time, I say, you niggas a bunch of jokers. I say, because see, if you ever shot somebody like I did, and you see somebody fall, what I learned was, see, I had a man of God tell me, one thing, you ain't gotten away with the crime, but you can't escape your conscience.
That's right.
See, you talk about cause Tupac and Biggie and everybody else, Jay-Z, and they talk about shooting somebody. But the fact that when you see that blood spatter, and you know you pulled that trigger, see, I mean nightmares upon nightmares, and nightmares waking up because I couldn't sleep for quite a while, and I'm talking years. Because see, I was that dude. See, because when you're backsliding, whoo, I call it quicksand. No matter how much you do right, it seems like you just still keep sinking. Because see, sin begot sin, begot sin, begot sin. I should have been serving life, double homicide. Listen, they locked all of us up. Organized crime. They pulled up with flatbeds, took Lexuses and Benz and BMWs and rode right on off the block like we never even existed. Had $150,000 in ones in a trash bag in the house because we didn't use ones no more. Deliverance. Because we thought it was great. Why? I didn't hustle because everything was great. I hustled because I didn't like my situation and my circumstance. My mom struggled raising 4 kids and I didn't have the latest apparel. And then when I tried working, I didn't like that work money.
Oh, there's a story. Oh, yeah.
I didn't like that work money.
Yeah.
But I had too much information on about how to do right that I didn't find comfortability with doing wrong.
All right.
And no matter where I found myself, no matter where I found myself, what I was doing, I was never comfortable with what I was doing. I began to call myself, y'all gonna get a book. call myself the chameleon. I become whatever those streets call me to be. If I need to be on the corner, I tell them, listen, one day you eat the bear, the next day the bear eats you. I'll be that beast. But then on Sunday, I'm going to church. And I'm looking nice walking with mommy. Because see, she said, go to church or get out of the house. And I love my mom. I wasn't living with her, but I love my mom, so I'm going to church because, I mean, she has just done so much and been through so much. I'm going to church. And my mom's shouting and speaking in tongues, and I'm looking like a nice banana. Everybody in church know what they call me. So I lost my text because the street was speaking to the church. See, the girls on the choir, they knew what the streets called me. See, on the usher board, they knew what the streets called me. And I want to tell y'all, see, I'm telling y'all this, but the bottom line of it was, I was married. My wife said to me, my first year of marriage, powerful, awesome woman of God. She was crazy. She said, listen, I know we done got married, you wanted to do right, but you got 1 year to sow your oats. You got 1 year, because you ain't done. You ain't ready to commit. You made this act. So instead of causing me sleepless nights and doing dirty, go do dirty. Well, I understand why you're doing dirty, you're making decisions. Go in my yard, you can't come back here.
All right.
What do you want to do? All right, y'all got it? Okay. So while I'm married and I'm single, I got a devil over here and I got a sense of God. A sense of enough. I had just enough that I wouldn't cross some borders. Smoke weed, smoke coke, but I wouldn't shoot dope. A sense. Because I thought that was beneath me. Ain't it funny how bad, but you still got a standard? How retarded that is. I just won't go that low. But you already, you're already in the gut. You already doing bad. But you saying, nah, I'm hungry, but I just won't eat Oozes Noodles because that's just not me. Hello, someone. Yeah, I know. But it's how funny that we become arrogant in sin. Okay, talk about the name. So I told you, God knows. Because he be running around. And I would go up, because see, my uncle was a bishop. Now he's an apostle, but I would go up and I'd smile at him, holler at him, what's good, man? What's up, uncle? Holler at him, he'd be like, sooner or later, this was his words, you gonna get your life right. And I felt as though, because I ain't club Saturday night, I made it church Sunday morning, my life is good. Life was good because I could have been out. So I made the right decision, so, you know what I mean, things moved it. I made a good decision, so things should be all right, right? Okay. But I'm talking about God knows. Then one day he said, and that's what killed me. He said, my wife was working. My wife was a school teacher. He said, you bum? Just the bishop, he called me a bum. That's hot. This one day I'm ready to fight my uncle. I lost all respect for him. Not knowing that he didn't respect me. He loved me, didn't respect me. My wife was working and I was hustling. He's a bum. Why? Because you won't be responsible. You won't go out and get a job with benefits. So you're a bum. Because every day ain't great days in hustling. Every day is your pockets ain't loaded. And then I'm going to tell you why you a bum, because you saying I won't work for no white man, but you'll work for the other man. And he ain't guaranteeing you to get you out of jail. And then if you go to jail, he ain't promised you when you come out, he gonna look out.
That's right.
Okay. Because guess what? You may come out here on the run. So now, y'all two outlaws. You went through your process, he running from his process. Which we know the law. See, we get mad, oh, 5-0. We get mad with the cops. But what you need to understand, because I tell my sons too. I got my son off the corner, he was hustling. I was messed up, he ran away from home to go hustle. I went to the drug court. I told the boy who was the lookout, where's my son? They call them trap houses. He in the house hustling. Go in the house. He hiding.